Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're actually going to start to extract our code into a new file to promote the idea of components. I'm actually going to jump a bit more into detail about the Xcode preview plugin as well and discuss like what is it and what do you use it for. So let's jump straight into the code. Okay, so you've probably heard me banging on every two seconds about components. Now we're actually going to start to follow the advice that our good old friend Tim Cook basically suggests. Well, it's not actually Tim Cook's rule, but basically, the Swift UI team basically promotes is to build things as a component. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're just going to create a new side panel. So similar to before, in the previous video, if you just hit the plus button here to create a new window pane, and then just go select this option here, show editor only. So we're going to do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go here. So click here on the icon to show the left panel. And we're going to create a new folder called view. Or actually views. Yeah, views. And then we're just going to right click on this folder, new file, but this time we're going to choose a new SwiftUI file. So SwiftUI view, and then that'll create a new SwiftUI view for us. And what we're going to call this view is we're basically going to call it our team card view. So team card view. And then what we're now going to do is, actually, so we can see it, what we're going to do is we're just going to copy some stuff over and then we'll show the canvas. So what we'll do is if you just literally just grab everything inside of here from within the list. So everything from apply team card style, so the VStack. So we just copy the whole VStack and the modifier. And then we just put that inside of here. So delete this text, paste, and then let's close this tab off here. And then obviously this is going to complain because team does not exist in this file yet. So let's start to do that now. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to create another constant again. So let team of type team. Okay, cool. And now the preview is going to complain because we've not given it the parameter that it needs when you create an instance of it. So we're just going to say team.dummy data and then 0. And then so we can actually preview our view, we're just going to go onto the outline and then we're just going to choose the canvas option and then hit resume. And then you should now see your view in the canvas here. So now that we've sorted that out, what we need to do, just so we can actually get this component looking the way we want it to look, is we still have one piece of information which isn't completed properly, and that's manager. So let's just go into our team. So if we just hold command and then click into our team, you can see that if we click into our manager, so again, command and click into it, each manager has a name and a job, and we want to display the manager's name and a job in that string. So we want to basically give these two cases their own like custom text. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to give this a raw value and associate with, make it is a string, and then we're just going to say manager is equal to manager, and then head coach is equal to head coach. So now whenever we access the raw value for this Eden, for this case, we'll get manager. If we access the raw value of head coach, we'll get this printed out, head coach, rather than it being lowercase and looking like this. So let's go back to our file and start to format this text with string interpolation. So I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to type the word current, and then we're going to use a slash and then parentheses, and then we're going to say team.manager.job.raw value, and then we're going to put a semicolon, space, and then we're going to do another string interpolation again, where we say team.manager.job.name, team.manager.name, my bad. And you're probably wondering why I have to keep on hitting resume. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed with getting the new M1 Max. Hopefully it'll hit soon. But for now, we've just got to have to just manually resume it ourselves. And as you can see now, after we've added that in, it's been updated. So we get to see current manager and then manager 1. So we just go into our dummy data, you'll see that it matches. So you can see here, manager 1, and then it's type manager. There's a manager. All right, cool. So what we can actually do now is we'll actually discuss a bit more about the Xcode preview window in SwiftUI. So what we want to do first of all is we want to make this look more like an actual component, rather than just it being scaled up on a device. So what you need to do is you need to basically edit the preview struct here, which is actually previewing this component here. And the first thing that we want to do is we want to basically give it a preview layout. So let's just do that now. So a preview layout like so. So a preview layout, and then we'll say preview layout dot fixed, and then we'll give it a width of 400 and we'll give it a height of 150. Cool. So what a preview layout does is it literally allows you to give the component a layout similar to the way you want it to look in terms of sizes, or if you want it to have a preview on a device, or however it is you want it to be. So we're just going to give it a preview where it looks like it's in a view which is 400 by 150. Because it's quite tight to the edges, I'm going to give it a bit of padding, and now it looks a lot more cleaner because I can actually see it's not stuck to the edges. And I'm hoping you're starting to realize now that we're basically just doing what we would normally do in the body when we're just creating our own components. So in the previews, it's the exact same. You can apply modifiers and actually modify and tweak your previews the way you want them to look. So the final thing we're going to do is just give this a title. So if we were to come back to this in the future, we'll know what this is. So let's just go here and we'll just give this a preview display name. And then the preview display name is just going to be called Team Card Preview. And as you can see here, this is really good because you could literally add in here if you wanted to, like dummy data 1 team card preview. And then you can see in the title here that it has the name of the string, and then you can see the component below it. But what we can actually do is we can actually, take this a bit further, and we can actually preview different types of this component. So if you wanted to see a different version of this with the dummy data, all we'd have to do is hit this button here, and then that will create a group. As you can see, it injected a group in here, and it created a copy of this for us. And now what we could do is simply just change the second one from 1 to 2, and then change 0 to 1. And as you can see, we now have a preview of the second team in our dummy data array. So we can now inspect that if we wanted to. Also, what we can do if we just stay on this toolbar is we can actually change some of the preview modifiers if we wanted to. So we could enable the dynamic type, light mode, dark mode to see what it looks like, and a whole bunch of other things. Another thing is if we had our phone connected, which I do, but I'm using that to record my face right now. But if we have our phone connected and we weren't doing a YouTube video like I am now, we could actually tap this and it would actually launch this component on our phone so we can preview it. And alternatively, what you could do is if you hit this play button, it allows you to literally do a live preview in Xcode where you can actually run the app in Xcode and see what it will look like on your device. At the bottom here, you could pin this component. So this is always visible. So we just hit pin here. And if we go to a different file, like let's say the view model, you can see how it doesn't disappear. and it's just always there. Alternatively as well, you can zoom in and you can zoom out, and also as well you can just view, if you click on it, the team card view again, you can access the modifiers to apply some styles onto it, like so. So that's what you can do with view modifier with Xcode Previews, and as you can see, it's really handy to basically create different versions of your component with different pieces of dummy data, so you can basically see how it looks and how it responds to different types of data, and see if it still scales well and looks good. So in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to discuss accessibility and see how we can make this view accessible, and look at the tools that Xcode offers, because SwiftUI makes accessibility extremely easy. Alright guys, so that was everything for this video today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.